everything that each one of us has been working on. Most everything that we've played until now is pretty new, and that's how the rest of the set is going to be. I want to tell you a little story before we play this next song. So on May 24th of last year, 19 children and 2 teachers were murdered in their classroom in Uvalde, Texas. And I was assigned to cover the aftermath. In the weeks and months that have followed, I've come to respect and appreciate and love the community and love the families of the 21 in Uvalde. And I want to just tell you a little story about one of those families and an extraordinary experience that I had with them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you, Tamir.
Thank you, Manny and Jalissa. So I met the Castros family just a couple weeks after the shooting. They lost their baby girl, Jackie, in the shooting. And a few days after they buried their daughter, and the day after her birthday, they showed up at the steps on the South Capitol to fight for justice and to call for changes in the state of Texas. I introduced myself and we got to talking. The next day, I joined them at the cemetery at Jackie's grave. And when I arrived, I started getting to know them. I started making pictures, and I noticed on the grave there were a bunch of rocks that were painted, all sorts of different things that Jackie loved. So rocks painted like ramen and TikTok and Takis and Snapchat. And I noticed this one rock was painted green, and it had the word Paris written on it, and the A was cleverly replaced by the Eiffel Tower. And I asked Gloria, Jackie's mom, about it, and she said that Jackie she wanted to grow up and see the world, and she had just been obsessed with Paris and seeing it in this cartoon that she had watched, and she just wanted to, she wanted to graduate high school and travel the world and see Paris. And I was a few days away from traveling to Europe myself with many of my friends that are on this stage to celebrate my wedding. And so I offered to write him a postcard. And they looked at each other, and Jacinto, Jackie's dad, picked up the rock and he gave it to him, and he asked me to take the rock to Paris for their baby girl. And I did. So when we got to Paris, I took it all over the city, photographed it in front of all sorts of different landmarks. And then I called them from the Eiffel Tower. And they said something that I'll never forget, which is when I showed them the rock and where I was, they said, our baby made it to Paris. And so the next day, Laura, Sterling, and I and my partner, Racine, we searched for a meaningful spot to be able to leave the rock. And we came upon a little park in Ile Saint-Louis, which is the smaller of the 2 islands in the Seine. And we found a little spot on an ivy bush on a ledge that was right across from a children's playground and just surrounded by what certainly was the Paris of Jackie's imagination. And so I decided to leave it there because I felt that it would be, the rock would be undisturbed but never alone. So this song is dedicated to Jackie, to her extraordinary parents, Gloria and Jacinto, and her older sister, Jasmine. It's so meaningful to have Jackie's aunt and uncle here in the audience with us, Manny and Jalissa. So I love y'all so much, and I love your family. You guys are just absolutely extraordinary. And so the song also goes out to the rest of the families in Uvalde because they are truly fighting for not only their kids, not only their families, but for the safety of all of America's children. So that's what this song is about. So thank you.
There's a rock from Uvalde on a ledge by the banks of the Seine. It's rocks painted like talkies and TikTok, ramen and the Eiffel Tower. All of the things, little Jackie. All of the things, little Jackie. Loved her to the moon and back. I was bound for France. I offered them a postcard, and that's when they asked, take this rock to Paris for our baby girl. She wanted to grow up and see. She wanted to grow up and see all of the things, little Jackie. All of the things, little Jackie. Should've stayed a skipping stone in the new oasis. Instead found a home in Paris. Jackie should have homework and she should have turned 10, painting rocks of her own after class. Oh, all of the things, little Jackie. 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 Could have been.